Okay, let us start next method to construct ellipse, that is rectangle method or oblong method. We can call it as rectangle method or we can call it as oblong method. Right? Now coming to question, a plot of ground is in the shape of rectangle 110 meters into 50 meters. Inscribe an elliptical shape in it. Take a suitable scale. See, a ground, right, it was in the shape of rectangle and they mentioned the dimensions of the rectangle 110 meters into 50 meters, right. So in that you have to insert an elliptical shape, right. Now, so from first class onwards I'm saying in engineering graphics all the dimensions should be in right. Now coming to here, the dimensions are in meters, 110 meters and 50 meters, right. So you have to convert these meters into millimeters, right. Definitely in engineering graphics all the dimensions should be in only, right. So in question if they mention in meters, kilometers, centimeters, right, you have to convert that units into millimeters only. Okay, now here meters was there, first you convert this into millimeters. So 110 meters, 50 meters, 110 meters is major axis, 50 meters is minor axis, right. So first I'm converting this 110 meters into millimeters, right. So 1 meter equal to how many millimeters? 1000 millimeters, right. So 110 meters equal to 110 into 1000 millimeters, right. So here the scale is 1:1, full scale. As I said in first class, the scale is here 1:1 full scale, right. Now can you able to draw this much of length in your drawing sheets or notes? No, you can't draw this much of length, right. So cancel 1 0 here, keep 1 0. Can you able to draw this much of length again? No. Cancel 1 0, keep 1 0 here, right. Again, can you able to draw this much of length? No. Again cancel 1 0 and keep 1 0 here, right. Now can you able to draw 110 mm, right. So you can able to draw 110 mm. 110 mm means 11 centimeters. So scale is how much here? 1:1000. Right. Similar way 50 meters. Same, 1 meter equal to 1000 millimeters, right. So 50 meters, no, 50 meters equal to 50 into 1000 millimeters. Scale is here 1:1 full scale, right. Now can you able to draw this much of length? No. Cancel 1 0, keep 1 0. Can you able to draw this much of length? 5000. No. Cancel 1 0, keep 1 0 here. Can you able to draw 500 mm length? No. Cancel 1 0, keep 1 0 here. Can you able to draw 50 mm length? Yes, 5 centimeters, right. Now the scale is 1:1000. Okay. So instead of millimeters, whatever may be the dimensions here, that you have to convert that dimensions into millimeters. So this is the process in order to convert meters into millimeters, right. Now what we have to construct? 110 millimeters and 50 millimeters, right. So 110 millimeters means 11 centimeters, right. So first of all construct 11 centimeters line, 11 centimeters line, right. Then after that keep your protractor, naming it as here A and B, right. Then what I am doing, I am placing the protractor here, marking 90 degrees because this is rectangle method, no. So I have to take 90 degrees. So next height is how much? 50 meters means 50 meters means 50 mm, right. So 50 mm means 500 mm means how many centimeters? 1 0 and 1 0, 1 0, 1 0, 1 0, 1 0, right. Now keep your scale here, take 90 degrees, right? Take 5 centimeters here, right? Again keep your protractor here, mark 90 degrees, take 5 centimeters here, 50 mm, right? And next join this one, right? This is rectangle method, no? So simply I am constructing rectangle here. A, B, C, D is a rectangle. AB length is 110 mm and here AD length or BC length is 50 mm. I am naming it as A, B, C and D. Now what I am doing, I am marking the midpoint for AB. I am marking the midpoint for AB. Right, then next I am marking the midpoint for BC. Right, so I am drawing here minor axis, dash dot minor axis, and I am drawing here major axis. Just simply I am marking the midpoints, I am drawing major axis and I am drawing here minor axis. Right, I am marking the midpoint for AB, I am marking the midpoint for AD. So I am naming it as here P, Q, R and S. Right, now you see AD total length is 50 mm. Right, now SG length will be 25 mm, AS length will be 25 mm. Right, so this is 25 and this is 25. So let us write down here 25 and 25. Right, now I am naming this point as O. Now SQ length is 110 mm. Right, so OS length will be 55 mm and OQ length will be here 55 mm. Right, now you see this is 25, 25, 25, 25, 55 and 55. Now how to construct ellipse in it? Now you see this is 25 mm line and this is 55 mm line. Suppose if you are dividing this 25 mm line into 3 equal parts, definitely you have to divide this into 3 equal parts. If you are dividing this SJ into 4 equal parts, definitely you have to divide this OS into 4 equal parts. If you are dividing this SJ into 5 equal parts, definitely you have to divide this into 5 equal parts. So if you are dividing this vertical line into 4, definitely you have to divide this horizontal line into 4. Right, so 25 mm, 55 mm, easily I can divide 5 equal parts, 25 by 5, 55 by 5. 25 by 5 means each unit is 0.5. Right, so let us mark here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Each unit is 5 mm. Let us mark here also. This is also 25. Now I am dividing 5 equal parts. Right, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 25 by 5. Each unit is 5 mm. Right, same here also. CQ length is 25. Now I am dividing this 25 into 5 equal parts. Each unit is here 0.5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also BQ length is 25. Now I am dividing 5 equal parts. Each is 0.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so we are dividing all vertical lines into 5 equal parts here. Right, if you are dividing vertical lines into 5 equal parts, you have to divide horizontal lines into 5 equal parts. 55, no, so each unit will be 55 by 5 means 11 mm. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Same here also. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Right, you are dividing vertical lines into 5 equal parts and you are dividing horizontal lines into 5 equal parts. Right, now let us give numberings for these points. name it as here 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Right, so you are writing 1 here, no, start again with 1 only. 1 2 3 4. Here 1, no, start again from 1 here. 1 2 3 4. Right, here also 1 2 3 4. Here 4 is ending point, now start with 4. 4 3 2 1. Right, now this is the point R, no? From point R draw a line, join this R to 4, fourth point, right, R to third point, right, R to second point, right, now R to first point. Right, in similar manner here also R to fourth point, right, R to third point, right, R to second point, right, here R to first point. Just draw the lines. Right, similar manner from here P, join here P to 1, P to 2, P to 3, P to 4. Right, same here also P to 1, P to 2, P to 3, and here also P to 4. Right, now you see from P point, this is the fourth point, right, from P point, right, through point 4 draw a line till fourth line. See, till fourth line, name it as, this point is here P4. Right, same, see from P point through point 3, draw a line till third point. See, this is third point, right, name it as, this point is P3. Same from P through point 2, right, draw a line till second point. This is your second point, name it as here P2. From P through point 1 draw a line till first point. See, this is first point, name it as P1. Similar process here also. Once again see here from P through point 4 to point 4, name it as P4. From P through point 3 till this third line, name it as P3. Right, again from point P through second point till second line, name it as P2. From P again through this first point till this first point, name it as P1. Right, similar manner from R also. From R, see, this is the fourth point. From R through fourth point till this fourth line, see, fourth point, name it as P4. From R through third point till this point 3, name it as P3. Right, from R through second point to second point, name it as P2. From R through first point to this first line, name it as P1. Right, similar manner here also. From R through first point to first line, name it as P1. From R through second point to second line, name it as P2. From R through third point to third line, name it as P3, right? Again from R through fourth point to fourth line, right? Name it as P4, right? Now if you join all this, start from S. If you join all this, S, P1, P2, P3, P4 and again R and again P4, P3, P2 and again this is Q, again P1, P2, P3, P4 and again P, right? Again here P4, P3, P2. So you will get the shape of the ellipse, right? Now after construction you have to mark dimensions properly, no? Now in question what they mentioned, 110 meters. So draw the extension line, right? Draw the dimensional line, closed and filled arrow marks, write down here 110 meters, right? Then next is 50 meters, extension line, right? Dimensional line, closed and filled arrow marks, 50 meters, right? So whatever they mention in question, you have to mark the dimensions like that only, 110 meters, 50 meters. Now you see here in question the dimensions are in meters, right? So after marking 110 meters and 50 meters, below that write down scale. Scale is here, how much we got? 1:1000. Scale is 1:1000. Why we are writing scale here? Because the dimensions are in meters. When the dimensions are in millimeters, no need to write down scale, because full scale 1:1 we are using. Here the dimensions are in meters, that's why we are writing scale 1:1000, right? So after completion of your diagram, take height 5 mm, and write down here ellipse, right? So this is the rectangle method, right? So with similar concept we are having parallelogram method. The main difference between rectangle method and parallelogram method is, in rectangle method the angle was 90 degrees here, in parallelogram the angle will be greater than 90 or it will be less than 90, right? So let us see the question first. Construct an ellipse when a pair of conjugate axes is 110 mm and 50 mm. The angle between conjugate axis is 70 degrees, right? So first major axis is 110 mm, minor axis 50 mm, angle is 70 degrees. Let us start doing this problem. 110 mm, no? So first draw 110 mm line, right? Name it as A and B. Angle is how much here? 70 degrees, right? So in rectangle method we took there 90 degrees, but in parallelogram method they mentioned here 70 degrees. So keep your protractor on this line. From this point mark 70 degrees. Again keep your protractor on this line. From this point, right, mark 70 degrees. So let us see here. Keep your protractor here. From A point mark 70 degrees, right? Again from B point mark 70 degrees, right? Now height will be how much? 50 mm. So take 50 mm height, angle is 70 degrees. Take 50 mm height, angle is 70 degrees, right? Then next join this one. So this is parallelogram. Angle here is 70 degrees, angle here is 70 degrees. Name it as CD. ABCD is a parallelogram. Then next what we have to do? Mark the midpoint for AB, 55 mm. Mark the midpoint for CD, 55 mm. Mark the midpoint for BC, 25 mm. Mark the midpoint for AD 25 mm. Draw the minor axis. Axis will be dash dot no. Draw the minor axis, and here draw the major axis. So same method how we constructed rectangle method, same method you have to construct here. The main difference is here angle 90 degrees, here 75 degrees, right? Name it as here P, Q, R and S, right? So what is the process? If you are dividing this length into 4 equal parts, divide this also 4. If you are dividing this into 5, divide this also 5. So anyway, this is 25, this is 25, this is 55, this is 55 mm, this will be 25 mm and this will be 25 mm, right? So easily we can divide into 5 equal parts, right? So same process, keep your scale like this. Each unit is 5 mm, no? 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, right? Same here, 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Divide into 5 equal parts, right? Each unit is 0.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same here also. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And here 55 mm. Each unit will be how much? 1.1. Right? So 1.1, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1. Same here also. This is also 55, no? 1.1, 1.1, 1.1 and here also 1.1. Right? Write down numberings 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Here 1 is the starting point, no? Same start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 1. Here also. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you mark the numbers wrong, the total problem will be wrong. So 1, 1 here, 1, 1 here, 4, 4 here. Right? Now same process, continue the process from P. From P, draw a line till P1, right? P2, P3, P4. Okay, and here also P1, P2, P3 and here also P4, right? Then next R1, R2, R3, R4, right? Here also R4, R3, R2, R1, right? Same how we constructed rectangle method, same you have to construct parallelogram method also. Then next what we have to do, from R, right, through point 1 till this point 1, from R through point 2 till this point 2, from R through point 3 extend the line till point 3, from R through point 4 extend the line till fourth line, right? So same process how we construct in rectangle method, right? R fourth point to fourth line, name it as P4. R third point to third line, name it as P3. From R second point to second line, name it as P2. From R first point to first line, name it as P1, right? See, R through first point till first line, R through second point till second line, right? So similar process here also. From P fourth point to fourth line, from P third point to third line, from P second point to second line, and from P first point to first line. Name it as P1, P2, P3 and here P4. Same process here also. From P fourth point to fourth line, name it as P4. From P third point to third line, name it as P3. From P second point to second line, name it as P2. From P first point to first point, name it as P1. Right? Here also. From R fourth point to 4, name it as P4. From R third point to third point, P3. From R second point to second line, P2. Right? From R first point to first line, name it as P1. Right? Now if you join all these points, yes, P1, P2, P3, P4. Right? Again here P4, P3, P2, Q. And here again S, P2, P3, P4, P4, P3, P2, P1. You will get the shape of the ellipse. Right? So this is how to construct parallelogram method. Right? Now coming to dimensions. 110 mm. See how to mark dimensions for parallelogram. This is the line, inclination line. So extend this one only, extension line. This is the inclination line, extension line. Right? The next dimensional line should be parallel to baseline. Dimensional line. Right? Closed and filled arrow marks. Closed and filled arrow marks. Right? This is here 110 mm. Okay, then next extension line, right? Dimensional line should be parallel to this baseline, right? Closed and filled arrow marks, closed and filled arrow marks. This will be your 50 mm. Right? So this dimensional line should be parallel to baseline. This dimensional line should be parallel to baseline. Right? After completion of your diagram, take height 5 mm and write down here ellipse.